everybody want to win, so I'm going to tell you two things. I'm going to tell you how to win, and I'm going to tell you what comes with winning. Number one, you got to get disciplined. When I walked out of the penitentiary, after sitting in there for 20 years, I wasn't in there playing games. I was preparing. So first, you got to put your preparation down. You got to prepare. And you got to do extensive research on what you say you want to be and where you say you want to go. Came home, did my thing. When I came home, it was a lot of distractions that I could have been a part of. From getting dressed to being at the parties to chasing a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff that's not going to add value to what I'm trying to do. It's not going to add value to my life, my family, whatever it may be, right? So I had to, stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep myself away from the distractions, no matter what it was. And it'd be hard. When you say you want to win, it's hard, especially coming up out of the ghetto. Coming from the penitentiary, coming back to the ghetto, and trying to come up out of the ghetto, it's hard because, like I say, we come from a place where everybody do what everybody do. Everybody you gotta fit in. That's the thing in the Black America. If you're not cool, like I said, if you ain't cool, if you ain't the shit, if you ain't got the clothes on, you're a fucking nut. You just don't fit in. You're not that. So you gotta fight through all that. Once you fight through all that, and you say, okay, I'm disciplined, I know what I want to do, let me get my paperwork right if you got to get paperwork. But sometimes, don't worry about the paperwork, just start doing. Like I said, do when you don't even know what you're doing. Because when you just doing, you'll start to realize what you need to do, and then you'll keep doing that, and then you'll go to where you need to go.
So, the actual brand, the name of the brand, obviously, is the marathon, and it just stands for endurance. It stands for staying down. It stands for, not quitting, accepting the ups and downs of whatever game you commit yourself to, and riding it out, you feel me? Because, that's the reality of, success or greatness, that it come with a roller coaster ride, So I think that anybody could apply the marathon concept to what they do, if it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever. You're on a marathon, So words is powerful, And I think that the ability to articulate, you can really impact people. I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, I read one time, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? And that was powerful for me.
When it comes to your dreams and stuff like that, what you got to do is you got to dig deep inside yourself. A lot of people are going to tell you what you can and can't do. But you have to answer that spirit and that call that's inside you. See, a lot of people are afraid to answer that call. But dreams don't have deadlines. You know what I'm saying? You can be bigger. You can be greater. You can do more. You don't have to be one-dimensional. It doesn't have to be over. People always are quick to stand on the sidelines and want to tell you it's over. It's not over until you decide it's over. It'll never have to be over. You can continue to grow throughout your life. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Through it all, my grandmother always told me, if a task is once begun, never leave it till it's done. Be that leader, great or small. Do it well or not at all.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. It's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Yeah. Period. It's that simple.
I know who I am, and I know what I believe.
I know who I am, I know what I believe.
That's all I need to know.
And that's all I need to know. So from there, you do what you need to do.
Yeah.
And I think what happens is we make the situation more complex than it has to be.
Because we're looking for complexity. There's got to be
Absolutely.
something complex to understand.
It can't be that easy.
No.
1. Put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop. They still call it beauty shop now? What they call it now? Yeah, I was sitting in the beauty parlor. I was sitting in my mother's beauty parlor, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. And every time she looked up, every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looking me in the eye. I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen, give me a pencil. I have a prophecy. March 27, 1975, she said, boy, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now, mind you, I was flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was going to do, and she's telling me I'm going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world, and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing, the success that I had. The most important thing is that what she taught me and what she told me that day has stayed with me since. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God. Number 2, fail big. That's right. Fail big. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you've already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Number 3, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I'll say it again. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. The Egyptians tried it. They got robbed. That's all they got. You can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have. It's what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Well, one or two things, but nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is, in helping others. That's where the success is, in helping others. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am. One of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
My mother taught me 3 things: respect, knowledge, search for knowledge. It's an eternal journey. That's like my haircut, the line, 360 degrees, find knowledge, always. And she taught me to not be quiet. If there's something in my mind, speak it. That's what God, that was the breath. She always taught, but also to listen. And she told me this little joke that God gave you 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth to speak. 2 ears and 1 mouth. Common sense. 1 mouth, you should speak, but you should also listen. And that's where the knowledge comes from, listening. And once you get the knowledge, then you can speak. And it helps you. So she taught me respect, knowledge, and understanding, mostly. Just listen a lot.